Well, it's my great honor to announce this year's Kirk Award recipient. It's Dr. Joe Mayhew. This is our organization's greatest award. It's given to a very deserving person. I'm sure there are people all around the world that would love to be in the same room congratulating you on this award. Congratulations, Joe.
Well, the first time you meet Joe, he is a very humble and sincere person and a very, very enthusiastic person, particularly when you're talking about things veterinary. His eyes light up with his enthusiasm for the subject, which is quite extraordinary.
My passion probably is mostly for the fusion of neurology and neuropathology as it applies to large animals in particular.
He's been a leader in both research and teaching in equine internal medicine, but particularly in equine neurology. He literally wrote the textbook. I've always considered him the leader in that specialty in the world.
Really invented the subject. I mean, a PhD thesis of spinal cord disease in the horse, all of it, We're now doing these little tiny minutiae, and Joe just did all of it.
He has taught generations of veterinarians, internists mostly, about neurology.
There I was as a resident, full of ideas about all these fancy diagnostics and blood gas analysis and all sorts of things that we could do on a case. And Joe would just ask me, will it change what you do? That's part of the way he teaches. He has that influence. He strips things back to the bare minimum and asks that question, is it really going to change what you do? And I think that's a good approach generally to veterinary medicine.
No one before him and hardly anyone that I've seen since is such a careful clinician. He tunes the world out, and his whole world is the animal in front of him, and he is so detailed and so careful.
There was a mysterious horses that the orthopods didn't know what to do with, and he just flicks its nose, says, tetanus, and walks on. And everyone, using an English expression, was just gobsmacked. Who is this man? And the horse indeed did have tetanus.
Despite his reputation and his status, he does not take himself too seriously.
There was one party in my house, and we'd had a nice dinner and a few glasses of wine, and it seemed to be logical at that point that we all enter the swimming pool. Joe's problem is he didn't have any clothing in which to enter the swimming pool. So I said, Joe, just go into my closet and find something, you'll be fine. So Joe came out with my tuxedo. Now, Joe is about 5'4". I'm 6'1", so he put this thing on and went out to the swimming pool, and there he was standing on the diving board in my tuxedo, which was sort of draping around him rather like a scarecrow, and did a beautiful dive into the swimming pool. The tuxedo, eventually, I had to give to Joe. It had shrunk so much I couldn't wear it, and it just about fit him by then.
His humility, his courtesy, his politeness, honesty, and unfailing pursuit of the truth. Those are all traits I guess I could assign to Joe.
You've never stopped growing. You've never sat back and said, I've done enough now. And I don't think you ever will until the day you die, because you're so enthusiastic. You are a legend, and I salute you on this wonderful occasion.
You have been a really important part of my professional life, and you're a great guy. And I've learned neurology from you, and I think I've learned it in the right way because that's how you teach it.
You changed my life, unquestionably. And I wish I was there to give you a hug and to be there and drink champagne, and hopefully we will be able to do that one day.
I'm really proud of you, and of course also proud New Zealander who's made it all over the world. Congratulations.
Joe, I can't think of anybody who deserves this award more. If Dr. Kirk were still here, he'd be very happy that this award was given to Joe.
I really don't feel that it's me that should be getting an award. It's everybody that I've had the privilege to work with. Without those sort of colleagues, every single one of them, and another litany of so many more, I'd never be able to do what I've been able to do and to share with people. We only take little mini steps, when you think about it. And it's only because there's lots of us taking those steps that we get anywhere.